Hey, this is Daniel.
And I'm Ryan.
And I'm Chad, and you're about to watch Reverse the Verse. Reverse the Verse. Reverse the Verse. So the deal is, after hearing one of our verses getting played back to us backwards, we got 10 seconds to figure out what it is, or we get the big Here we go.
Got it to the ground.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I think we're going to start playing it that way. Just start at the end of the show.
I think we all agree.
Burn to the ground.
Burn to the ground.
The song actually went, "We're going out to fight." And when I first started kind of spitting out the idea, our producer at the time, Joey, and Mutt, they were kind of sitting there like, it doesn't make me want to party. This whole it just sounds like you just want to
Smashing faces.
You just want to punch someone in the head.
Yeah.
And so I was bummed, and I was like, oh, fine. So then I just changed everything else. Like all the verses had to be changed, but the chorus just turned into, "We're going out tonight to kick out every light." But then all the rest of it all had to just change from the one to scrap. So once I gave them that, they're like, it's better. That makes me want to go party. Got it. That's got to be San Quentin.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
Well, we always like to remind everybody that we're a rock band, first and foremost. And so there's nothing like kicking the door down right off the bat. You know, coming in with a heavy rocker and get the devil horns up right off the bat. It's almost like Burn It to the Ground's little brother kind of thing, you know. It's really sort of that same vibe. It's got that, we're going to go party, but we're just really going to do everything we can not to wind up in those little silver bracelets. Yep. Rockstar.
Do you have a bedroom on your plane yet?
Kind of. I think a lot of fans think that we live together in the same house.
The band house.
It's the band house.
Yeah.
You know, so we're together 24/7. All we do is party. Not totally untrue. When we were coming up with all these lines, they just had to be over the top. You know, we said something like, we want 2 stripper poles in the tour bus. I want a monster truck to get groceries.
Wasn't there spinners on your Learjet?
I can't remember. There was like a
when
lot.
Spinners were actually.
There was a
thing.
lot of dumb crap in there. But if somebody spit out a line, and it just made everyone in the room laugh because of just how just completely far-fetched and stupid it was, and when we all chuckled, it's like, that's perfect. That's going in. You know, all that stuff has to go in. That was like an 8-hour lyric writing session with all of us just chucking on this crap, and then we had to weed through all of it and kind of make it line up. I know the song sounds like we just sat there and, in 15 minutes the tune was there, but that thing was, we're spitting out a lot of lines.
I got it. Betrayal Act 3.
That's right.
Betrayal Act 3.
We thought it'd be hilarious if we didn't put 2 in there and we just did 1 and 3, so everyone would ask where 2 was. And sure enough, you get over to Germany, like, so there's the number 2. How come? Is this something that's coming later?
It became something. Yeah, I'd love to say it was way more calculated
weird
than that.
German accent. Holy shit.
And, was that those days? Yes.
I was going to say those days. Yeah. A lot of comparisons are being drawn between that one and Photograph. And Photograph's really about 3 of the 4 band members growing up in a small town, Hannah, Alberta. It's very much like, and this is where I grew up, and this is where I went to school, and Kim's the first girl I kissed. It's all these stories from my life, our lives, growing up in that small town. Where those days is really about anybody that grew up in the 80s. And so we stick in all these cultural references from the time. Remember when the streetlights came on and you had to be home, talking about Star 69. We're talking about Prince, being played at your first slow dance and standing in line for Guns N' Roses tickets and all that stuff. Like, we just threw all that stuff in there to try and take people right back to that era. Sped up.
Let's do it. This is exciting. That's what I. Yep.
How many?
That's a big one.
There you go. How you remind me?
Now you remind me.
I was right in the middle of having this argument with this girl that I was living with at the time, and I'd had it with whatever we were bickering about. I mean, nothing serious. Just kind of. So she was in the kitchen doing whatever, and I just went downstairs to my little rehearsal, like my writing room, and I turned on the PA, turned it up loud, and I was gonna start spitting out some lyrics, and I wanted to just start sending missiles. I wanted to fire missiles up the stairs, so that whole
passive aggressive songwriting.
Yeah. So I'm down there, and I'm like, it's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. And this time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking, and I'm just sending all this stuff up the stairs, right? And it's loud, and I'm coming up with this thing. And so I walk up the stairs, and I go into the kitchen, and I'm just waiting for her to because I'm thinking it's on. And she goes, whatever you were working on down there? And I'm like, yeah? And she goes, it's good.
Oh, but I wanted to fight.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. She's like, thank you.
Diffused.
I haven't heard all these stories. I've been there for 17 years. I haven't heard some of these stories.
17 years.
Yeah. Yay for us.
We know what our own music sounds like. Hey, we are Nickelback. You just got done watching Reverse the Verse. They tell us we got 6 for 6. And we got a brand new record called Get Rollin'. You should check it out right now.
Reverse the verse. Reverse the verse.